Hey everyone, how's it going? I've been doing YouTube since I was 13, 14. Since 2016, and I've got a lot of stuff in the backlog, a lot of things that I'm kind of embarrassed about. Actually, I'm probably embarrassed about 90% of the videos that I have made so far. So that's kind of awkward, but it's kind of fun because it means I have like a record of who I was back then and what I thought and what I was thinking about. Today, we are going to be watching a video that I made in 2017 about what I thought my life was gonna go like. I had a life plan. I had kind of laid out what I wanted to do with my future. I have not seen this since I made it. I don't really know what my plan was. I don't remember.
Hey Luscious, how's it going? So welcome to another episode of Let's Talk.
Okay, let's just start off. I had bad acne. Well, it's not that bad, but I had acne.
So today what I'm going to be talking about.
Another thing is, at this time, I didn't really edit my videos a whole lot. I had a certain amount of editing that I would do, but I didn't really take out the ums or the pauses or just things that I didn't really want to say, like the things that like this. I know I'm not cutting it out right now for comedic effect, but normally I would just make it more concise, make it more interesting. But I didn't do that back here.
Seemed to be the most asked question for the topic of this video is what I'm gonna do with my life.
I used to do a lot of Q&As, like they were called Let's Talk. I think I said some of the stuff I'm most embarrassed by in these Let's Talks. So if you ever just want to really cringe, just go back and watch some of these Let's Talks because they're bad.
First thing, when I'm 18, since I'm Mormon, I'm gonna go on a mission.
So about this, I did indeed go on a mission. So I was right here. I went to Japan and I went on a mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, also called the Mormon Church. I did have this right, so that's one thing, I guess.
So yeah, mission.
I'm really well spoken in this video.
And then after that, I think I won't go to university because I want to go into film. I think I'll actually either move to Japan or just not have permanent residency anywhere and just kind of move around a lot because I really like traveling.
I, for the longest time, did not want to go to college. I thought that I just wanted to do film or something like that and kind of skip that whole thing. But as you probably know, I did actually end up at least going to a semester so far. So just to talk about what influenced my decision with that, I was on my mission. I was in Japan and I was about to end. I was studying, I think, the scriptures or something like that one day, and I just had this feeling like, hey, you need to go to school, and you need to go to this school specifically. In my faith, we believe that we sometimes receive messages from God just to help us in our life and like help us figure things out and go the right route. So I was like, oh freak, like, okay, is this one of those? So I thought about it and I prayed about it and I felt good and I was like, okay, well, I guess I'm just gonna go for it. So I did, and lo and behold, less than 6 months later, I was at BYU doing a semester. And I never really saw that coming. If you want to see me talk about the decision to then stop school and move back here to save up for Japan, I did make a video about that as well, so you can please go watch that. I won't explain it here. But yeah, that is kind of the process that led to where I'm at right now.
I think I'll be a cinematographer at first, but I'm going to shoot for a director because I would enjoy that more. I'll probably be an indie filmmaker.
For the longest time, I thought I wanted to be in the film industry. I thought I wanted to make movies, and I'm not completely barring that out of my future. I don't think it's the route I will go. As I've gotten older, I've realized I don't really want to be in that industry necessarily, but it would be super fun to be able to like make a movie and do that whole thing. I don't know yet. I think what's kind of interesting is as I'm watching this, I was a lot more certain about my future when I was way farther away from it and I had no idea what I was doing as compared to now where I'm like, yes, I have an idea of what I want to do, but it's not necessarily going to go that way. And I think probably that's come with some experience and just like realizing like, hey, I had these plans, but they didn't go how I expected them to.
Somewhere in that time, I'd say from 20 to 24, I'll get married. That's somewhere in between there, probably.
So a lot of people have kind of asked me why I always talk about getting married so much. And I think this is because this is a kind of a cultural thing within my religion and my family, but also just kind of a personal thing. Marriage has always been kind of at the forefront of my mind. I definitely want to get married and I want to pretty quickly. I say quickly, like I would not like to wait until I was like 30. And that's not to say like it's impossible that it'll take that long, but I am definitely actively thinking about it and kind of planning for marriage. It's also helped that I've seen my parents growing up and seeing how happy that their marriage has made them and all the things that it's led to. I think that's helped me really feel motivated and being like, I want that for myself.
I'll continue making, voice crack. I'll continue making videos all throughout this. So I think I will still be on YouTube. So yeah, don't worry about that. I'll still be on here. My parents will probably still be on YouTube. So I think I'm gonna use YouTube as, when I'm older, as another source of
The joys of sharing a room.
So I think I'm gonna use YouTube as, when I'm older, as another source of more steady income, so I can figure out what I want to do and like just getting off the ground with my career.
Always wanted to do YouTube, like ever since I was 13. It was just like a really big dream of mine to like be a YouTuber, and I think what exactly that meant to me kind of changed over time. At this point I was thinking like, okay, this YouTube could be a nice foray into the film world. That's what my thinking was. But I've had moments where it's like, no, I want to make this my career, and then I've had moments where I'm totally, you know, obviously not making videos and I've totally forgotten about it. But right now I would love to make it, if not my career, at least a big, what am I doing? I got like this is like a fun fidget toy now.
And then, because I still got, what, 4 years? So,
did you just see? That was like 5 seconds of nothing. Of like just ums and silence. It's so awkward.
I was going to do a video about what it's like to have 8 siblings, but then
I'm getting bored watching this. Like, this is hard for me to watch. I have genuinely gotten better at making videos. Like, thank goodness.
That was another comment that was getting asked
I needed
a
to
lot
edit more.
in the comments on that Instagram post I made this week. But yeah, either way, thanks for watching this video. So I guess, adios amigos.
That was not as cringy as I thought it was gonna be. It was also a lot more boring than I thought it was gonna be. And I mean, I wasn't necessarily too far off. Obviously, there's the college thing. The reason I said university and not college is because at the time, a large majority of the YouTubers that I watched were British. And in Britain, they don't say college, they say university, or uni. I guess I just like picked it up, so I always said university. I was wrong about the college thing, but I guess otherwise, like, and you know, the film, I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do film at all in the future. I don't think I am, but it still could happen. So I guess I was like, I don't know, I was like kinda off. I mean, I'm trying to move to Japan right now, so I guess I got that. But yeah, it was boring. I think I should have edited more. I used to cut a lot less, and I used to not script my videos at all. And this video actually isn't scripted at all. But what I've realized is, especially my kind of sit down talking videos, like just talking to the camera, nothing else, in order to make them more interesting and to actually have a story that can really progress and to really fit more content or like more ideas into a smaller period of time, I really need to script, because I am not the most well-spoken person in the entire world. I will talk a lot, but I won't necessarily get anywhere unless I've kind of previously thought about what I'm gonna say. And I have gotten better at talking without like a script necessarily. Yeah, well, that was my life plan at, again, age 15 or 16. I'm not sure exactly how old I was back then. I could probably do the math. I'm not going to. I think it goes to show, like, what is that sound? Can you hear that? I think it goes to show, like, we can plan and we can have an idea, and I think it is good to have a plan and have goals to work towards. Oh my gosh, they're being so loud. You know, people wondered what it's like to have 8 siblings. This is what it's like to have 8 siblings. Hey, I'm trying to record something up here. Can you like not do that? Can you not do that? I'm recording a video. Okay, I don't remember what I was saying. We can have a plan. I think it's good to have a plan and good to have goals, but I don't think we should be too attached to those plans and goals. Like, even now, I want to go to Japan, and I'm thinking I want to do that next spring. I don't necessarily know if that'll happen. I'm going to work towards it and try my best, but I'm fine if that's not actually what ends up happening, and I think that's important. If you want to cringe a lot, you can go back and watch my old videos. They're mediocre at best. You don't have to watch them, like, genuinely. Please. Don't watch them, but they are there. They do exist. Thanks for watching, and I will see y'all Tuesday.